I am interested as a sociologist of religion who's been studying new religions in why people think that they ought to be singled out, and was Taijimen seen as a cult, and how did they differ from other Qigong groups. Former legislator Miss Xu made it absolutely clear to me that there was nothing special about Taijimen that would make them subject of such treatment. They were irrelevant almost. It was the tax office that I needed to understand. But I also now realize that there is actually something special about Taijimen. They're what my grandmother, who was a sort of fierce Scot, would call bloody-minded. They're not going to give up. They're gutsy. They're uncompromising. They're fighting not just for their own rights, but also for those of others, for Taiwan, and for the belief in the abstract concept of human rights, trying to make sure that it's a concrete reality that can be enjoyed throughout the world. Thank you, Taijimen. Good luck. Don't give up.
Without observance and adherence to the rule of law, then we have lawlessness. And that is what happened, in my opinion, in the Taijimen tax case. I have studied the Taijimen tax case for many years. I've read many documents related to the Taijimen tax case. And I believe that I have not seen more abuse of power than I have in the Taijimen tax case. And when government officials abuse power, it affects not only the victims of that abuse, but it affects all of us, because that means that the rule of law is not being followed. And that falls on all of us, whether the direct targets of that abuse or not.
They have been taught never to compromise, whatever the price to pay. Integrity, dignity, respect, compassion, love, and peace are at the heart of their values and of their lives. But some people and institutions have shamelessly violated their human rights to justice. These are the best ambassadors of Taijimen's teachings to the outside world, because they are the living testimonies that their spiritual values can regenerate individuals and society. This is a major contribution of Taijimen to the spread of human rights in Taiwan. This is also a precious asset for the Taiwanese society and the image of the country abroad. But the National Taxation Bureau and its ally, Prosecutor Hu, nicknamed the Judicial Rambo, stubbornly remain deaf to their call for justice.
They claim that for 1992, the appeal terms had expired. But of course, there is no appeal term when decisions are grossly unjust. They can always be revised. In conclusion, what is happening now? Now the tax office is insisting with its bill for 1992 and threatens to seize properties of Taijimen and auction them, which will cause enormous harm to Taijimen and to freedom of belief. It's not about money. Taijimen has spent more in legal expenses than what will pay if they paid the tax bill for 92. It's about principle. They didn't commit any wrongdoing, and they don't want to admit this. It will be false.
L'affaire Taijimen a révélé les failles fondamentales de l'État de droit et la façon dont le pouvoir de l'État a été détourné ou même abusé. Les représentants du gouvernement ont violé de nombreuses dispositions de procédure régulière dans l'affaire Taiji-Men. Taïwan a gagné la sympathie de nombreux pays et organisations dans le monde pour la défense des droits démocratiques en Asie de l'Est et la gestion transparente et efficace de la crise du Covid-19. Il est grand temps que cette vieille situation soit résolue en garantissant aux membres de Taiji-Men leurs droits humains et leur dignité et leur liberté de religion.
I think that we should all stand by Taiji-Men because, again, as the video brilliantly said, the battle of Taiji-Men is the battle for the most important, most essential human right, religious freedom, is the battle for freedom, is the battle for liberty, is the battle for justice, it is the battle for equal treatment of all before the law.